Tube, welcome back to my channel. Today is Thursday, the 27th of May. Nearly backtracked then. My name's Karen and I'm the Sassenat Stitcher. Welcome back to all the returning subscribers. Great to have you here. Welcome to any new subscribers. I hope you enjoy my videos. Thank you to all the comments you put up. I love hearing your comments. And if you want to subscribe and watch all my videos, just click the bell. So that's that one out of the way. Yeah, I'm a bit late for my video, I know. I've been meaning to do a video for the last 2 weeks and just things have just never sort of got there, to be quite honest. There's a few things that's been happening. First thing, Brock has not been very well. When would it be? Probably about a month ago. He started scratching and biting himself, and he's a Clumber Spaniel, so his fur comes off 24/7, 7 days a week. He molts all year round, but there was clumps of hair all over the floor. I was having to hoover up once, twice a day, and it wasn't too bad to start with, but as a week and 2 weeks went by, he was just constantly scratching himself. I mean, it was awful to watch. So I took him to the vets. Oh, he's playing. Took him to the vets. They said his anal glands were full. So, yeah, they sorted that out. Said, yes, that would stop him scratching. So, brought him home. The next week, he was getting worse and worse. And he actually lost, from where he could turn around and bite and scratch himself, sort of from the back of his neck downwards, all the top coat had gone. He had just scratched everything off. I mean, he didn't have scratch marks on him, but he was just pulling his fur out. So I thought, this is no good. Went back to the vets, and they said, yes, he must have allergies, which, yeah, is what I thought he had. So I'd already put him on hypoallergenic food, but they say that it takes 8 weeks of them eating that sort of food for it to make any effect. So so they gave him some, I'm guessing they're like antihistamines. So we got 2 weeks worth of tablets, £45. She said if he needed more, just ring up and you can get some more. So we're now on the second lot of tablets at £45 every 2 weeks. But he has stopped the scratching. He looks so much healthier. He went to the groomers. He's had all his you know, like his feather bits and his chest bit, and he looks so much better. So we just have to see what's what, because it just happened out the blue. You know, like 1 minute he was absolutely fine. I mean, he's just turned a year old. So whether he's allergic to the grass, I don't know. We have a lot of ground bees in our grass. He's never got stung, but he does he's been digging the ground a lot. But at the minute it's working, so fingers crossed he's all right. So that was a worry. My eldest son, he's not very well. He's having tests at hospital, not sure quite. They think he's got kidney stones, but could be more, something else as well. His pancreas isn't working very well. He's 30. So there's a lot of worrying there. And then my youngest son, Dan, him and his girlfriend are split up finally for the last time, and he's come home. It's lovely having him home, but you worry about your children, don't you? Always will worry about them. So we've got an extra 2 dogs, so which is lovely for Brock, to be honest, because Daniel's got 2 fox red Labradors. One's a male voice. He's quite a big dog, and then he's got a bitch which is about 2-3 months older than Brock. So he's got a friend to play with. So he's quite happy. So it's just adjusting back into life of having someone else there and remembering to cook enough food for 3 of you instead of 2. So yeah, so that's been my sort of life over the last few weeks. So anyway, right, less about me, more about cross stitch. I'll just have a slurp if you don't mind. That's too hot. Oh, right. What shall we do? Let's get this over and done with. Right. Sorry. Yes, just thought. I had a subscriber get in touch with me. Now, I think it was Brenda, and I can't remember her name, but I think it was Brenda, and I can't find your email at the moment. But she was asking if I could keep my old stamps. You know, when you get post and you get stamps. She volunteers in a animal sanctuary, and it goes towards helping to fund to look after the animals. I think she's in Ireland. So I said yes, I would save any stamps that I get. With the way post is these days, you don't get many actual stamps anymore. It's all prepaid, isn't it? But I said I would save any, and that I would ask on my floss tube to see if anybody, I'm presuming it's the UK, if you could save your stamps, and if you do get any, can you get in touch with me, and then I can get in touch with, I think it's Brenda, to get them sent over. But that would be lovely if some of you could try and save some stamps. It's for a very good cause. Right, I'd also like to say send some healing prayers, and my thoughts go out to Brenda, from Brenda and Laura, the cereal starter. She's going through a bit of a bad time at the minute. Brenda, my thoughts are with you, my prayers with you, as I'm sure everybody else are. So just sending our love towards you. Just wanted to let you know that we're all thinking of you. Right, on to the stitching. What I want to do first is, last time I was here, we was going to do a giveaway of the Thomas Kincaid cross stitch kit. It's got the printed fabric, it's got all the threads in there, and I'm guessing there's a needle as well. I know it's probably not everybody's taste, so I will be doing some other giveaways that maybe other people will want. But at the minute, we'll let's see if I can see if I can remember how to do this. I was practicing how to do it earlier, so if you bear with me whilst we get this going. Oh, hang on, I need to copy. I should have had this done earlier, shouldn't I? What's my last one? That's my last one. Don't want to hear myself. Share. Copy link. Let's hope this works first time. Into there, you can. Right. Paste. Right. Put Thomas King. Can't spell today. Really can't spell. Kincaid. Is that right? Get your YouTube comments. Start raffle and pick random winner. Right, so that's, I don't know if you can see. It's going. Right, the winner is Lynn Blackwood. Can you see? Lynn Blackwood. And her comment was, great progress. I would love to stitch Thomas Kincaid. So, Lynn Blackwood, if you could email me or send a message on Instagram or just put a comment in the drop down bits on this video. My email is kazk5@outlook.com, but I will put that in the bottom bit. So congratulations, Lynn Blackwood. You've won the, but I will put that in the bottom bit. So congratulations, Lynn Blackwood. You've won the Thomas Kincaid. So soon as you get your address sent to me, I will get that sent out to you. I really ought to write this down. Will this? It's all right. I've taken a photograph of that, so that's all right. Lovely. Right. Also, whilst we was talking about that, I got a Mirabilia that I was going to raffle off a Mirabilia, but I didn't think it was good to do it because I've written on it. And a few of you have said that, yeah, maybe you would like to. So what the Mirabilia is, it's Bliss Fairy. That's the one. I did start it, but at the moment it's not my thing. We've all got our own choices of bits we like to do. So that's Bliss Fairy. I'll show you. It's not in the best of condition. That's what I've... Right, this is the bit I've done. Like that. And I've also got the embellishments to go with it. Now, if anybody would like to do it, please comment, and we'll. I'm never gonna do that one. So it might as well go to somebody who would like to do it. So if anybody would like a chance of winning this, it's the Bliss Fairy, what shall we say, put the comment fairy, and then if people want it, just comment fairy, and then that can go to whoever would like to stitch it. So that, and the 3 lots of beads to go with it as well. So that's that. Now I've also got, if we rewind back a few videos, when I started All Joys for Thine, I was going to do it on a piece of fabric that was from Fox and Rabbit up in the attic, and I didn't like it at all, and I swapped. Now I've been thinking, I don't think I'm going to ever stitch on this. I don't know whether, let's have a look, whether you can see. I don't know whether I'm ever going to stitch on this. So I'm going to see if anybody wants it. You can't really see. It's quite, how do I do it? It's quite dark. That's my son's dog's barking. It's quite dark. It's almost dark coffee colour. It's up in the attic, called, as a postman. He's bringing it back. Hang on. Come on, Brock. Brock. I hope it's not important. Brock. Come on, sweetie. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Quick. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, well done. Good boy. Good boy. He brought the post for me. Oh, bless him. You're a good lad, aren't you? Oh, dear, sorry. We're all... Oh, we're not following a good routine today, are we? At all. So, right, so, yes. The lighting in here is not brilliant. I wonder if I can... That's a bit better. Anyway, so if anybody wants... now, I don't know how big it is. Bear with me a moment. Right, I'm going to get a tape measure. It is... I don't know if you want inches or... It's 19 inches wide by 13, just over 13. So 19 inches wide by 13. So if anybody wants this, what shall we say? Oh, I don't know. What shall we say? Fabric? We'll say fabric for this. So if you're interested in putting your name down to win the fabric, write fabric in your comments. So the Mirabilia is fairy and this is fabric, and it is I was thinking what count it is. It must be 40 count. I'm sure it's 40 count. So that's that out the way. So there's a couple of giveaways there. I always feel guilty if I don't give something away, I must say. But there we go. Right. I've done some stitching. One of the weeks that, not last week, week before, we have a lot of deer on the farm, and the deerman was on holiday, and so Sean's the manager of the farm, and I went and helped him feed the deer for a few days. I drove the gator, which I'm sure a lot of you all know what a gator is. It's like it looks like, I don't know if you know banana splits. It's a bit like one of them, but it's not got it's only got 4 wheels, and you've got a big window there and big window, and it goes over fields, and it goes 4-wheel drive and whatnot. Anyway, so I was driving that while Sean opened the gates and fed the deer up. I'll put a picture of us, because there's 1 or 2 that are really friendly. So I'll put a picture up here, wherever it decides. Pop up of me doing my deer. So right, there we go. So that week I didn't stitch a lot. Where shall we start? Now I did have a new start. Oh, where have I put that? Oh, I've left something behind. I'll be back in a minute. Right, sorry, I'm back again. Oh dear, I am so hot. Sorry, it's my age. I'm just so hot. Right, one thing I've done. If you watch my videos right from quite far away, you know that I did a heaven and earth design. And it needed washing because I'd done it on the Easy Guide, 25 count Lugana Easy Guide, and some of the white, you could see the Easy Guide through it. So I took the plunge. It's only taken me 6 months from finishing it, well, probably more, 6 months from finishing it to actually washing it. Now I did actually video washing it, so I will put the little video up so that you can see what I did. So I'm sorry, I'm so hot. So anyway, so I've washed it, so I'll put the video of me washing it here. Right, as you know, I finished my Deer Creek last year, and I've put it off washing it, and today is the day that we're going to do it. So I'm going to be putting some water in here. I'm still not quite sure how hot it wants to be. I think it needs to be quite hot. And I've been told, well, I've used Fairy Liquid on a patch of that material before, and it did get it out eventually. So we're going to try a little bit, not a lot, try a bit like that. And you're all probably screaming at me I've done it wrong, but let's see how that goes. It might get them to be a bit warmer. A bit more hot water. Right, in she goes. It's mainly these bits here that want sorting out. Everything else is fine. So let's see if I can do this without getting too wet. Right, in she goes. Right, she's in there. So we'll take a look a bit later on. Okay, speak to you in a few hours. Well, my dear creek's been in here since 9 o'clock this morning. It's now midday. Some of it's starting to go, but you can still see a little bit. So I'm going to change the water and leave it in. I'm going to put some more hot water, change this water, put some more hot water in and leave it for a few more hours. It's getting there slowly, but it's just not quite got here. So we'll swap it over again and try again, and we'll check on it in a few more hours. Right, now the time is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So this has been going since 9 o'clock this morning. So that's 7 hours. So I think, well, this lot's definitely gone. Totally. I'm going to bring it out. I think that's gone. I'm going to bring it out. And I'm not going to try and wring it. I put a towel down. So I'm just going to try and put it on this towel, which isn't easy one-handed. And I don't know that towel's big enough. I think it's gone. I think that's just the different colours in the white. I'm sure it is. So I'm just going to pat it down, and then I'm going to lay another towel. Hang on a minute. I'm going to lay another towel over the top for now. And I'm going to try and get it to, I'm going to leave it like that and turn it round so that I move things about, so it's not hanging off the edge. And we'll leave it like that overnight, and then we'll have another look tomorrow, and hopefully it should be all right. So fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Leave a few minutes. Right, I'll cut it and then I'll start again. So this is now my Heaven and Earth deer crate, and it's all washed and all ready to go to the framers when I get there. I've actually tried to mount it and lace it, but I'm not having a very good time of it. It was this bit that you could see the squares, and I'm hoping that you can't anymore. I don't think you can. So so that's my deer crate. That's all now ready to go to the framers when I get there. So that's my deer crate. I know I've been saying I was going to wash it for a long time, and I've actually done it. So I just move and put it out the way. Oh gosh. Right. So I've had a new start. My new start was, I'll take it out the cellophane and then you can see it. It is Jane Cowey, 1850, by the Scarlett house. So I started this, and let's put that back. I've got so much stuff out here, I'm going to lose everything. And I'll show you what I've done. Oh, that was attached. Let's take it out the hoop. I started it and I just carried on with it. Oh, I'll get a thingy to a board. I'll borrow this board if I can get it off. Right. And I got a bit carried away, to be quite honest. I enjoyed doing this so much. It's a bit crinkled, I'm sorry. But I got a bit carried away. And I just carried on stitching it. This is done on 45 count legacy linen. I think it's wild bird seed. It actually looks lighter than it actually is. It's a little bit more browner. That's sort of the colour it is. So I got a bit carried away doing that. That's how big it is. It's such a pretty one. I really do enjoy doing this. But I did, you know, I did have a week of whatever I was stitching on, I went wrong. I've never had to frog so much as I did not last week, week before. And I don't know why. I just, obviously my mind just wasn't there, and I just ended up having to, oh, sorry, just so hot. I just carried on. So that's my new start, and that is such a beautiful sampler that I've just so enjoyed doing it. Really have. So that's Jane Cowey by the Scarlett House, 45 count legacy linen wild bird seed. So fold that up and just pop it out of the way. And I've actually did it with DMC. It calls for needlepoint ink silk, and it was gonna cost a lot of money, and I'd got some of the DMC, so I just did it with DMC, to be quite honest. So that was that one. I've also worked on this one, which is Longdog sampler Forevermore. Can you see that? I think I've been stitching this for ages. And this is done on Picture This Plus Dwarf. That's the right way around. And we are getting there. So I've got down to the, that's, is that the bottom? Very nearly the bottom. There's another border that goes around. Now this white bit, this is the bit that I tried to do it with white, and I do wish I'd done it with white, but I just wasn't happy with the coverage. I mean, to be honest, like that, it looks quite nice, but so I've got to take that out. I'm not too far. I've finished this. I really do like that. And I think once you can get more fabric, I mean, trying to, obviously I'm in the UK, but trying to get fabric at the moment is just impossible. All of the Picture This Plus you just cannot get hold of. Whether it's COVID or Brexit or what it is, I don't know, but you just can't get hold of it. So when I can, I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to do it, I'm going to find a different cream or white. So I might actually do it in silk, because I think silk covers it a lot better. So I'm really pleased with that. It's actually fun stitching it, not having to keep changing your colours. So that's, I did quite a bit on that one. I think that is 36 count, and I think that's why I didn't think that the coverage was as good, because I stitch on 40 count so much, and so I don't know. I wish I had done it with white, to be honest, now. But I should. I'm good. That's one I'm going to stitch again, on the colours that I wanted to in the first place. But I think that's quite all right. I'm quite happy with that one. So what else did I stitch on? Let's have a look. Oh, so much stuff everywhere. What's in here? Oh, yeah, right. Let's talk about this one. All Joys for Thine from Blackbird Designs. Now, I love this, and I've been stitching this on WIPS Dye Works Confederate Grey, and I'm not happy with this fabric at all. Now, some of you have said, and obviously it hasn't got the Zweigart base, so it's an old piece of WIPS Dye Works Confederate Grey. It's an old piece, and it is so, I don't know if any of you have stitched on this, but it is so fine that I've gone wrong. as you can see, I have gone wrong here. Now, I do believe I spoke about this last time or the time before, and I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrap it. I'm not happy with the fabric at all. Look, even my makeup's running now. I'm just that hot. Hang on. So, yeah, I know a lot of you say, if it's just not, I'm not enjoying stitching it on this fabric at all. I love the pattern, and the over-dyed threads are lovely, but I'm just not happy with this thread. So I'm taking the executive decision and I am going to bin it, because there's no point if I'm not going to enjoy it. So I'm going to find some more fabric and I'm going to start it again. So that actually can go in the bin now, and we will look for some more fabric and start again. I think that's the best thing to do. You've got to enjoy your stitching. When it becomes a chore, it's not right. It's not fun. So that's going to go, and I'm going to get some more fabric and I'm going to just start again on that one. Right, I think I've done a bit on this one. Where are we? This is Hands Across the Sea samplers, and this one's the Isabelle Uffindell, 1829. As you know, if you follow me, I've done Anne Uffindell, and I wanted this as a companion piece to go with her. I haven't stitched on this for quite a while, but I've stitched more than when I last showed you. Let's have a look. I'll just take her out of the hoop, if I can undo it. I can't remember where I was when I last showed you, and I haven't watched my last video, so I don't really know, but it's a bit crumpled. Never mind, right, let's see if we can ironing. Right, there we go. Now I think since I last saw you, I think I've done these motifs here. So we have a good look. Now this is done on, I think it's 40 count Zweigart base, and I think it's light mocha. I don't know if you can see, I can't see behind this board, that's the problem. I really ought to sort out a bit of a rotor. I mean, what I normally do is just stitch on what I feel I want to stitch on. And it's like the Jane Cowey, I started that and I was enjoying it just so much that I just carried on. And then you feel, I ought to do that one, I ought to do that one. So I think what I'm going to do is have a week on one project and then swap it over for the next week. I think that's what I ought to try and do. I think some of you do a rota. I don't quite know how you go about your rotas. But yeah, I love stitching on this. She's quite a big girl because she's got 1, 2, sort of 3. You see, I'm up to here, and then there's all that to go as well. But she's very pretty sampler, very pretty. I really enjoyed doing that. So that's Anne Uffindell, 1829, by Hands Across the Sea Samplers. Very pretty. I'm not getting on. I have tried to. I sent off for some mount board, and I don't know how many pieces they sent me. But I'm not getting on very well because I can't seem to cut it straight. Do any of you mount and lace your own work? If anyone's got any suggestions how I can cut this mount board so it's straight, because obviously if it's not straight it's not going to look right. I'm just struggling at the minute, and I've got quite a few finishes that I really would like to do to get framed. I've got what have I got? I've got Sarah Spencer, Anne Uffindell, I've got Deer Creek. Well, I'm going to get Deer Creek done professionally. Thought I got more than that. Oh, and I've also got Merrily Merrily We Welcome Spring by Blackbird Designs. And I really want them out. I really love a sampler wall. That's what I'm aiming for. But to do that, you've got to have them framed. And I'm still... and some of you know that I've you know, my problems, and I'm still not able to go out very well. How do I put it? I'll get to the door, you know, I'll think, right, yeah, today I'm going out, I'm going to do this, and I'll get to the door and I'll take my coat off and come back in again. And I just can't seem to get myself to go. Does that make sense? I know it sounds a bit weird. Yeah, I don't know. I've got to sort myself out. I really have. Anyway, right. Right, the last one I've worked on, and I've been doing this the last few days. I haven't got a picture of it. It is, I've been working on the Linen and Threads 2020 Sal. And I haven't got a full picture of it, but I've done a little bit more since I saw you. That's the right way. So I think since I saw you, I still haven't finished this bit yet, but I think I've done this motif and this motif. I did that the other day, and this is done on antique white. It must be 40 count with the Zweigart base. I think it's 40 count, or is it 38 count? Could be 38 count, to be quite honest. I'm not sure. But this is, I've seen lots of people's finishes, and it's really pretty. The finished thing. I think I'm on part, what am I doing? Part 6. So I'm halfway through then, aren't I? Because it was a year-long thing. So, yeah, really enjoying this. I mean, as for the colours, I just pick up what I think looks right and go from there, really. This one I've incorporated a few more colours. The lilacs, I put it in extra. And I think I put a different green in as well. But I'm really working from, I think it's 10 different colours. So, I'll have a better look. So there we go. I think that's the last one I've got. I have got another whip, and I have not stitched on that for, well, 6 to 8 months, and that's the Rosewood Manor Autumn Quaker. I just cannot seem to get back to that. So it's sort of out in, well, it's not in cross-stitch prison, but it's just sitting there for when I feel that I can do it. It's funny how sometimes you just don't get the feel for a pattern. Even though I think it's because it's on 28 count, and with the Valdani threads, which is you use 3 threads, don't you? And I just can't, I don't know how to explain it. Just can't seem to get my mind set on it. But I will. Because there's no point wasting all what I bought. But I want to get these done first. And I don't know where that hoop went. I don't. I've lost the wheel at the minute. So, if you've lasted this long, well done. I love showing people what I've done, because when you show someone something that you haven't worked on for a while, you think, oh, I must get back to doing that one. And it gives you a bit more confidence, enthusiasm to get on and do a different whip. Oh, it's one of those days. I'm losing the will to live at the minute. Well, no, that's wrong saying that. I'm losing what to do. You know, sometimes something happens and then you get a few stitches in, and then you get a delivery, or it gets to be dinner time, and I just, yeah, it throws you, and then you just don't go back. And I can't stitch on a night. I don't know why. I get, because of all my pain and that lot, as I just can't do it at night. Oh, something else I forgot to tell you. I've been put on the waiting list for a new knee. I had a new knee in my left knee, about 4.5 years ago, because I have osteoarthritis in both knees, as well as everything else in my back. And after 3 arthroscopies in my right knee, and I've recently had 2 injections in my knee. I had a Zoom meeting with a consultant. That was beginning of April, and they've put me on the waiting list for a new right knee. So hopefully, I had an X-ray yesterday. I should have had it ages ago, but they were sending me the form in the post, and the form never arrived, so they had to sort it out and send another one. So I finally got to get my X-ray yesterday. So I don't know how long the list is in time, probably a year, but at least I'm on the waiting list, and hopefully if I can get my right knee sorted, it might help a bit with the pain in my back and everywhere else. So there we go, that would be nice, won't it? Get that sorted. So, right, just to go over the winner of the Thomas Kincaid is, I'm sure it was Lynn Blackwood. Let me just check. Lynn Blackwood. So if Lynn Blackwood could get in touch with me, I will send you the Thomas Kincaid complete set. I shall send that off to you ASAP as soon as I get your address. And then if anybody is interested in the memorabilia with the 3 packs of embellishments, what did we say? We said fairy, didn't we? So we've got that one, and then the fox and rabbit up in the attic fabric. So fabric's the word for that one. So we will wait to see whether anybody wants the memorabilia. If no one wants it, it doesn't matter. It'll just sit in my cupboard. I just thought I'd rather raffle it off and see if somebody else wants to use it. The same as the fabric. There's, you know, someone else might as well get the enjoyment out of it rather than it sat in my cupboard. Right then, I think I've waffled on for far too long now. I will try and not make it so long next time. I really will. What sometimes happens is I think I haven't got enough to show you, and I think I'll just do another day or two, and then that turns into a week, and then you're over. But I must try and get into a bit more rhythm and show you what I've got. Anyway, right, so I hope everybody stays safe and stays well. Look after yourselves, and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.